Let's take some long, slow, deep breaths, breathing in and out very slowly as you situate yourself. Maybe you need to be sitting up. Maybe you need to be propped against a chair or a wall, or maybe laying down is your most comfortable position. If you're laying down, make sure that you have something supporting your knees so that your back is properly supported as well. Today's session is on forgiveness, self-forgiveness. Many times over the years you will forgive others. It may take time, but you will forgive them. Unfortunately, the majority of people don't forgive themselves for things, silly things, serious things. Sometimes things don't even need forgiveness. They just need to be reviewed, to look at it to see if you did take right action. Let's take some long, slow, deep breaths in and give yourself permission to relax, permission to receive compassion and love and forgiveness. Allow your breath to slow even more so that every subsequent breath is slower and slower, holding it in deeply. Allowing yourself to just relax fully into this moment. Allowing yourself to be one with all that you are. Allowing yourself to feel peace and allow clarity to come to you. And as you're breathing and relaxing, I want you to visualize a soft pink cloud of energy descending over your head and slowly going over the entirety of your body. Allow your forehead to relax. Allow your eyes to relax and uncrinkle. Let your mouth go slack. Your jaws to relax and open. Don't worry about drooling, it's all good. Allow your neck to relax and your head to slightly soften on its axis. Roll your shoulders back and just let them drop. Let them drop down so that they're no longer around your ears. Relax your hands wherever they fall. Unclench them. Maybe you need to grasp your hands really tightly into a fist and then relax to help you relax them. Open your chest. Long, slow, deep breaths. Let your stomach do the work. The diaphragm is down there. It knows what to do. Just focus on long, slow, deep breaths. Work with the goal of taking 20 seconds of breath in, 20 seconds of breath out. It's a long goal, but work towards it. Keep your focus on that while you just listen to my voice. Allow your hips to open softly, your knees and legs to fall slightly apart. Tighten your feet up into little tiny balls and then relax them. Put your toes out if you need to. Just relax. That wonderful pink cloud of energy that has descended over you is now helping you do that. Soft and subtle. Breathing in and out. Take a long, slow, deep breath in and hold it to the count of 5 and then blow it out really softly. And as we sit here today, we're going to invite in Jophiel and Chamuel, along with Gabriel, to provide clarity. Jophiel and Chamuel are archangels of the light, and they provide access to the love from the Creator, as well as wisdom from the Creator. 2 qualities that everyone needs more in their life. So allow yourself to invite them in, to say hello. Let them each take a hand, the left and the right hand. And Gabriel is going to be behind you. Don't worry about logistics if you're laying down. It's all good. With Chamuel on the left, Jophiel on the right, Gabriel behind you. Their whole purpose today is to allow you to receive energy that's going to help you release old wounds and to forgive yourself of everything, of anything, whatever it is, it's not important. What is important is that you are taking this time for yourself, and that you're allowing yourself the opportunity to receive forgiveness. With forgiveness comes much wisdom, lessons learned. It helps you grow your perspective. Not every incident is meant to be a win. Many times your high self does not want to win, because that would defeat the purpose of you having the experience. It doesn't mean that your high self wants you to be a loser. What it means is that your high self is bringing situations, incidences, relationships, interactions, all into your life to help you grow. For every human here on this planet has the ability to grow, regardless of their situation, regardless of their age. No matter when it is, they have the opportunity to grow until the time that they pass. And the high self never gives up. So take this time to relax and deepen and slow your breathing even more, as you are now flooded with the energy of these 3 archangels. Gabriel's gift of clarity today is going to help you achieve understanding, to be able to look back with discrimination, with discernment, not judgment, not shame. To be able to look at a situation that's affecting you and slowing you down and inhibiting your growth is the goal. And then for Jophiel and Chamuel to come in with wisdom and love. Unconditional love that loves you exactly as you are in every moment of your life, and is offering it to you for you to love yourself, to look back, whether you were a child or a teenager, young adult, middle-aged adult, older adult. The age doesn't matter. You have the ability and the opportunity now, and every time you listen to this, to bring forward something that you have not forgiven yourself for. Whether it's forgiving yourself for putting you in a position, but forgiving yourself for interacting with somebody you knew you shouldn't or didn't think you should. For making a choice that maybe didn't end the way it should in your mind. These incidences are all opportunities for growth and learning. And you have to allow yourself to be human. In this lifetime, that's what you are. You're human. And humans are fallible. Designed to be fallible. You are perfectly designed for the path that you are meant to live. But that doesn't mean that you were given the perfect family or put in the perfect schools or given the perfect friends or that you are in any way perfect. Because you're not. Everyone is a spiritual presence, a beautiful spiritual presence, part of a greater whole that is perfect. And every lifetime is just a little piece of a spiritual presence brought down here to have experiences. And if you were perfect, what kind of experiences would you have? You come from a state of perfection. This is your time to don the makeup and the clothing and live an experience full of wonder, emotion, experiences that you would never have as your perfect spiritual self. It doesn't mean that you can't strive to achieve communion with that beautiful self, or to achieve communion with the Creator and experience that wonderful state of perfection. But what it means is you need to cut yourself some slack. It's hard to be human. It can be really crappy. And you have to allow yourself to let go and to realize that it truly is designed to be crappy. And you can only do the best that you can on any given day. So with that in mind, take a long, slow, deep breath and say to yourself, I give myself permission to release embarrassment. I give myself permission to release shame. I give myself permission to accept that I am human and am here to experience a multitude of things, all geared towards helping me learn and grow. I give myself permission to love myself. I give myself permission to receive love from the Creator, my angelics, and my high self, and all light beings, 100% of the light. I give myself permission to release my ego, and I ask Archangel Gabriel to come in at this time and to show me all that I missed while I was experiencing this moment. What you missed were the other people's reactions, why they were brought into the situation, what their experiences were. What did they need to grow? How did you help play a part in that situation? How did you grow? What opportunities were available to you for growth? It's really very simple. Sometimes we have to see the patterns of behavior that we refused at that time to release. Sometimes we just have to admit that we were too young and too ignorant to understand anything different from where we were at. Sometimes we have to admit we turned away from the nudges of our high self and our guides to do what we wanted to do, which is fine. You have the free will to do that. But with free will comes the responsibility of accepting the responsibility of the actions that follow your choices. And that's all good. It really is. The world has not come to an end because you forgot to finish a project and got yelled at by somebody when you were in 5th grade. Even though you're still embarrassed about it because that was where you weren't perfect and you got a note sent home and you got yelled at by your parents. Yeah, you shirked your responsibility. But look at it now, you're a child. In that moment, you're a child. And children are supposed to be guided. Punishment is sometimes a necessary part when something and someone is deliberately willful and refusing. But remember, your parents were just people too. Everybody's just a person. Nobody has this innate sense of knowing everything to do. No one has an innate sense of right and wrong. Eventually, you can forgive everyone for what they have done when you acknowledge that they're just human and they didn't know better. It doesn't mean that what they did can be forgotten, but you just have to take into account that they're human. But this focus is for you. You have to be able to forgive yourself and to release little things. There are things captured inside of you that you have forgotten about but are still there. Old wounds, embarrassments, situations where you were so mad at yourself because you didn't look the right way, walk the right way, say the right thing, be in the right place. You blew opportunities, or you just couldn't think, couldn't focus. There are so many things going on in the world today. So many things that are taking perfectly ordinary people and creating issues that it's almost impossible to hear your guidance nowadays. It's almost impossible to know what to do because you're bombarded with so many things. So take a long, slow, deep breath and say to yourself, I forgive myself. I forgive myself for expecting myself to be perfect. I forgive myself for thinking I am less than anyone else. I forgive myself for thinking that others are perfect. I forgive myself for thinking I'm stupid. I forgive myself for thinking that I am less than everyone else. I forgive myself for not seeing the beauty in myself. And I forgive myself for not recognizing the beauty in others. I forgive my mother for not being perfect. And I forgive myself for not being the perfect child. Now it might feel that you're having a hard time with this forgiveness. But forgiveness is really just letting go. Letting go of judgment. Letting go of hurtful emotions that have been captured in that moment. So I'm going to call upon Mother Mary, Yeshua, and Raphael to come and sit in front of you and to feed the positive vibrations of love into you. Mother Mary and Yeshua were both human. They understand what it's like to have experiences that are human, to have experiences that are difficult and challenging. And we're going to ask them, along with Raphael, to fill us up with the vibration of healing, compassion for yourself, understanding and knowing on a deeper level than what you normally allow yourself. You are a beautiful spiritual presence. In your natural state, you are connected to all things. You're connected and loved by the Creator, and you can feel that love. But here in the human state, it's very difficult to feel the love of the Creator. And so you forget that you are worthy of being loved unconditionally. And instead, you learn that human love is very conditional. So give yourself this moment to realize that even when you're not raised with people who love you, or don't love you in the way you want them to, or you don't feel that they love you as much as you should have been loved, that you are still where you are supposed to be, because your high self has a plan for you, and your high self's plan is dependent upon the people who were in your life and raising you. Your high self did not plan for your parents to be exactly as they were, but there's a reason that they are in your life. So at this time, allow yourself to forgive yourself, to stop being angry with yourself. There's no reason to be angry. This life is what you create, and you create it through all of the things that you decide to do and to think and to feel, how you react to others and how you project at others, your perspective on how you view things, and your demeanor that you present to others. If you're angry all the time and you don't hide it, then everybody is going to react to that anger. It's not that you can't be angry if you want to be angry, but when you project anger at other people, then you are trying to force your anger onto them. The same with your sorrow or your sadness or any other emotion. Emotions are wonderful things. They provide the human with a multitude of experiences. They color the life that you lead. But until you release the ones that are detrimental and hurtful to you, that is all that you will know. That is all that you will remember. That is all that you will experience. So at this point in time, just take a long, slow, deep breath in. You're not a bad person. You're not a terrible person. Regardless of what you may have done on this earth plane, you are loved unconditionally. You have opportunity to learn and grow from the things that you have done and the things that have been done to you. And now, by taking this step of forgiving yourself, you can move forward with new wisdom, new vision, new perspective. You may have some things that may take multiple sessions to heal, to forgive yourself. That's normal too. There's nobody out there walking around who does not have something that won't be healed in one session. But allow yourself to take in these wonderful vibrations of energy, love and healing, clarity of perspective that are being offered to you. And allow yourself to move forward in the day as well with this clarity, being able to look at things from the perspective of what is your highest and best good, instead of just reacting to the old personality that has wounds and issues. Every day is a new opportunity to make choices and changes in your life. And even if that perspective, or even if that change is only perspective, that is a huge change. If that change includes forgiveness of yourself, that's another step forward. Doesn't mean you excuse bad behavior, but it means that you allow yourself the truth of being human. For you are human in this form. But you have the opportunity to receive an abundance of love and joy, forgiveness, and to belong to the wonderful, wonderful spiritual presence you came from, as well as that of the Creator. So take this time now and just feel that love. Let it surround you. Let it fill you. Let yourself feel the love that you deserve and the love that you don't think that you deserve. Let it flow all around you until you're nothing but a huge ball of cotton candy pink. Soft, gentle. Allow yourself to feel that energy just being absorbed into every cell of your body, down to the subatomic level and beyond. Let it flow through every energy pathway, down the core, through your chakras and the meridians, out to the auric layers, through all the matrices. Allow this wonderful, wonderful vibration to bring you to a state of peace and acceptance, and ultimately forgiveness. Forgiveness of yourself, for everybody else will be forgiven as well. But this is your time. your time to forgive yourself through clarity and love and wisdom and a wonderful healing group. So allow yourself to just sit here with these vibrations, just breathing slowly in and out. Allow the weight of the immensity of your life to just drop away. Life is difficult. You don't need to focus on that right now. What you need to focus on is you. Allow yourself to just feel the vibrations of love, to feel all that is wonderful, all that is light. Let the love and the light surround you and permeate you, letting you just relax, slowing your breath even more, allowing fight or flight to slip away into the far past. Giving yourself this gift of relaxation and forgiveness is a wonderful thing, and we thank you for it. We thank you for taking care of you. If everyone took care of themselves in this way, the planet would be a much better place. Your life would be better every day if you meditated. And if you do meditate every day, then you know how much better it is. We're going to finish this up with continuing your slow breathing, allowing yourself to scooch back into this vehicle called the human body. Time to work back into the human form, to return back to the day-to-day activities, but with a new perspective, with a new desire to share love and forgiveness, to look at people and allow that everybody's life is hard, and that to expect perfection from yourself or from others is unrealistic and unreasonable. Allow yourself the opportunity to see people as people, not as anything other than another human being, fallible, making their way through this life, trying as hard as they can to keep it together day after day. And you can have an impact of kindness on people when you remember that. And that act of kindness can have multiple ramifications of a positive nature. So be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Forgive yourself. Forgive others. But allow yourself to be what is in your highest and best good to be. So finish pulling yourself into the human form, wiggling your fingers and your toes, rocking side to side, feeling yourself coming back into this vehicle that carries you around, because you're a spiritual presence, and this body is just that, a vehicle for you to have this experience. So allow yourself to come back in. Let your eyes open naturally. Don't force them open. Roll your shoulders. Sit up just a little bit more. Open your chest and breathe deeply. Don't stop breathing deeply just because you're coming back into the human form. You need to keep that breathing going. Stretch your arms way out in front of you and wrap them around you. Give yourself a hug. It's a good thing when you hug yourself. It's a positive reinforcement that you're here and now and in this moment. And it's okay. You're going to get through the day. Give yourself this time every day. Allow your perspective to shift as your body heals back to homeostasis. Allow yourself to forgive yourself, and you'll be able to grow even more. We thank you for joining us today. When you're ready, allow your eyes to open naturally. Have a blessed day.